Take out a loan, you have to pay it back. It's very simple.
Last spring, the Trump administration put student loan borrowers who are behind on their payments on notice.
Borrowers will now be clearly expected to repay their loans, and those who default on their loan obligations will face involuntary collections.
And that process is beginning this month, with the U.S. Department of Education confirming it will start sending out wage garnishment notices to those in default on their federal student loans, with 1,000 notices issued beginning next week, and the number of notices expected to increase on a monthly basis throughout the year.
It's a tough road for people who have not had to face wage garnishment since back before the beginning of the pandemic.
Mike Pierce is executive director of the nonprofit Protect Borrowers.
It's going to start with borrowers who were in default on their student loans back before the pandemic. So these are older folks that have had debt for a while.
Pierce says there are also millions of borrowers on the brink of defaulting.
Those borrowers are the next wave that are potentially going to be targeted for wage garnishment starting this year.
About 40% of those now saddled with student debt never actually graduated with their degree.
So they didn't get the job gains, the economic benefit of college, and then they fell behind in their student loans. And when you end up getting your wages garnished and you're a working class family just trying to keep lights on, that could be absolutely devastating.
A borrower falls into default when they haven't made loan payments in more than 9 months, at which point the government can try to collect by seizing tax refunds or Social Security benefits, or withholding up to 15% of a borrower's pay. The U.S. Education Department first sends out a 30-day notice before wage garnishment begins.
The worst thing you can do is ignore it, because the government doesn't need to go to court to garnish your wages.
And if you do get a notice, Pierce advises calling your student loan servicer to see your options for repayment.
You do have rights. These people are paid to answer your questions, and you shouldn't run away from your bills if you get one you can't afford.
And keep in mind, there are a number of resources out there for borrowers. Now, for more information on that, just go to cbsa.com, click on the online version of this story.
Now, is there specific additional help in the state of California for these borrowers?
Yeah, and I didn't realize this. So Mike Pierce from Protect Borrowers, he pointed this out, that California actually has a student loan borrower ombudsman through the Department of Financial Protection and Innovation. And that department can actually help connect borrowers with legal representation if they need it. And we have a link to that on our website, cbsa.com.
I get the feeling they're going to be very busy in the coming months.
They are, yeah.
Richard Allen, thanks.
Thank you.